I just had a sneeze attack, and, well, let's just say we know it's April. I'm going to be trying my phone camera today because I haven't really been satisfied with the quality that my, like, actual digital camera has been. So I'm going to try my phone and see if I like how the footage looks better on here. Hopefully I do, because I really just don't have the money to buy a new camera right now. So I want to see if I can make do with what I've got. So please bear with me if the footage looks a little different than usual. Actually, it will probably be better on this camera, so I guess we'll find out. So it has been a really, really long time since the last time I got the chance to update you all. So like I said, I haven't really had the opportunity to update you all in quite a while. Part of that being because this is my senior year and everything has been kind of crazy. So Abigail, what's going on in your life recently? Well, thanks for asking. So I will be graduating in 2 months, which is crazy. 70 days. I'll be graduating in 70 days from college. I'm so excited. And surprise, my roommates and I are actually moving to Chicago. I don't think that I've talked about this on my channel yet, but just be prepared for a lot of videos to be coming pretty soon that will be documenting our moving process and what it's going to be like for us to live in Chicago. You know what? I think I want to go and put some makeup on this face, so let's head over to the bathroom and I will take you all with me and you can watch me do my makeup, which is just so exciting. Anyway, I already have what is it called? Moisturizer. I already have moisturizer on. So yes, like I was saying before, moving to Chicago, that's something that has been kind of taking over my life recently, aside from school. So yeah, everything has been kind of a whirlwind since every time that I have any sort of free time, I'm either worrying about a job that I have to get once I'm in Chicago, or I'm, doing homework. That's a lie, I don't really do homework anymore, which is nice. Oh my god, I forgot how hard it is for me to talk and do things at the same time. Hang on, let me blend this in. Oh, and by the way, this is not going to be a tutorial or even really a get ready with me. Well, I guess it's a get ready with me, but it's just going to be what I've been doing every day, which is not exciting at all. I've been using pretty much the same product for the past like 3 months, so that's super exciting. Oh, I've been trying this new technique. Is it really a technique? I've been trying this new thing that I heard about because I get really oily like in my, like all over my nose. And since I wear glasses, that's really inconvenient because it gets, it gets like melted away throughout the day really quickly. So I learned that once you've put your primer on, if you put some powder on, it should help underneath your foundation, which is an interesting tip that surprisingly works pretty well. Although it's kind of counterintuitive to put powder before you put liquid, I have found that it works pretty well. So 2 more months of school, and I actually chose for myself to have my most fun classes at the end of my time at school, which is kind of hilarious, and it wasn't really planned that way. I just realized that I only had to take a few more credits within my major. Well, one of my majors already finished, my Japanese one. So I only had to do, 6 more credits of communication before I had to finish, but that's not enough to be a full-time student. So that gave me, what's that, like 6 extra credits to do anything I wanted with. So I am actually taking a regular comm class that I'm required to take for the major. And then I'm taking a film production class, which is great. I'm really excited. I've learned a few pretty cool things so far, but in order to use them, I'm gonna have to get better editing equipment, or editing software, I mean. And by that I mean like Final Cut, which kind of sucks because that's expensive and I don't really have the resources to pay for that right now. But I'm gonna try and figure out how to work some of what I'm learning in from that class into my videos because I want to get better, which is why I'm taking the class. So, normal comm class, film production class, which is actually, by the way, really cool because there's only 10 people in it. So actually there's 9. So it's a pretty small class. So we get a lot of very focused attention from the professor, which I really enjoy. And then the last 2 classes I'm taking are dance. I'm taking Mod Hop, which is exciting. And I'm realizing very quickly that being dyslexic plays out in a lot of different areas. And one of them is choreography. So yeah, that might not go super well. But it is fun and it gets me moving around, which of course, as we know, I need because I don't usually exercise really. The last class I'm taking is choir, which I haven't actually taken a choir class since high school. So that's exciting. We're singing, I forget what it's called, like Carmina something. And we're singing the entire thing with an orchestra and another choir at the end of the year. And apparently it's going to be this huge production and I'm really excited. And for those of you who like anime, it's basically the soundtrack of Death Note. And I'm forgetting the Carmina, I forget. Anyway, if you know the Death Note soundtrack, the anime, not the movie, the crappy, disgusting Netflix movie, then you will know what I'm talking about. I think I'm gonna do my brows off camera. 1, 2, 3, and we're back. Yay, eyebrows. Okay, so the next step that we're gonna do is put a little bit of powder onto my eyelids just so they don't look quite as greasy as I said in my last video. Man, I'm so excited for the new place. So we actually signed our lease for where we're moving to in Chicago last week, and it was probably one of the most exciting things I've ever done in my life, actually. I think it was both a combination of that and the fact that I'm just relieved that we found somewhere. But guess what? There's actual lighting. I am so beyond excited for that. There's lighting, it's much bigger, the place looks so much nicer, there's more room, and yeah, I'm so excited. And we're gonna have a room that is dedicated to like an office and a guest bedroom, but it's also gonna be where I get to film, which I'm so excited to have like a actual space that's made for that, like that I'm gonna put together to make it a nice kind of, I don't know if it's gonna be a set, but yeah, something like that. And I am so excited. And let's see how many times Abigail says excited within 2 seconds. And we are planning at some point in the very near future to get a dog. So that is gonna be also a huge change. We're gonna have a lot of life changes going on all at once, which is gonna be a lot, but I'm also just really excited because, you know, change. I need there to be some things in my environment that are constantly shifting so that I don't get bored, because I get bored quite easily, especially once I get like decently adequate at something or good at it. Once I'm good at something, I feel like ready to move on and to try something else, which in the real world is kind of not the best because why do I keep doing that? In the real world, you're kind of expected to just get a job and then do the job for X amount of time. I guess that's just what my impression of it is. That's probably not even how work actually is, but I'm scared that I'm gonna get a job, get okay at it, and then be bored and want to leave, but then be contracted and then have to stay and then be upset, and then the spiral continues. So instead of that happening, I'm kind of hoping that I can find an internship to begin with. And honestly, I don't know for what. Like, I don't really know what I want to do with my life at this point, so that's fine. It constantly keeps changing. I'm so sorry I keep touching my hair, but it's drying currently, so if you're gonna peg me for touching it too much, I'm looking at you, Mom. that's why it's wet and in my face. So let's do some mascara. We're almost done, by the way, so if you're getting bored of this. Did I mention that I'm seeing Dan and Phil? I don't know if any of you watch them, but I've been a fan of Dan and Phil since the beginning of 2013, I think January. Yes, I am trash because I know that. But you know, it's one of those things. Just how I know when I got into BTS, I know when I got into Dan and Phil. I am excited to see them though. I wanted to be able to meet them because that would have been pretty cool, but alas, those tickets sold out very fast. Everything's fine! This is so not the right brush to use for highlighter, but I don't really care. As we know, I am a reuse brush fiend. That's the worst thing I've said all day, which is not saying much because I haven't really talked to anyone today except for myself. Okay, so my other thing is that while I'm in Chicago, I really want to be able to focus on this channel more. Like, I want to be able to have hopefully more than one video go up a week, because I know that to survive on this platform by any means, you've got to be way more consistent than just making a video. Like, I don't think that's enough really anymore to get going or get started at all, but I will do my best to try. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, so I hated getting stuff in my hair, so I've been covering my head, which makes me look like even more of a potato, but it helps when I'm spraying my face. Oh, yeah, just breathe in and out we go. I also really hope that I'm able to put some of the videos that I make from the film class that I'm in onto YouTube. I think that would be kind of fun. If they're good, they might not be very good, but I think it would be sort of fun for you all to see that. If they're not copyrighted, my professor told me to ask about that again, depending on what it is. Because sometimes I know universities are weird about, like, content that you make at the school being public to people, so we'll see. I don't know how that'll work. All right, and my very last step that I'm gonna do is add a tiny bit more powder to my nose. Like they say, powder your nose. Do they say that? Okay, well, my hair is gonna do its thing while it dries, so I will probably update you later at some point. I don't know if I'm just gonna keep blabbering to the camera, because I could do that, or if I'm just gonna leave it here, so I'll say goodbye, but I might pop in later. So thanks for watching. Bye.